What up, Fresno? Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to the Fresno Music Sampler, the latest show from Central Valley Talk, bringing you the best and the next in the Fresno music scene. And tonight we got a really great lineup for you, as we got CJ Liscombe Band here, and we're here with Ryan Barnes, who's here to play some awesome music for us too. We got 2 bits of performances for you today, and I'm so excited for you to hear. Excuse me, I'm dying. Ignore that. But we are here with Ryan Barnes, who's here to tell us about his music and why you should catch on to what he's doing. So welcome, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry I'm dying on the site here.
I know, that's awful.
I know, right?
Jeez.
I'm not even drunk or anything yet today.
I know.
But we should have beer on this show next episode.
show,
We're
right.
going to have beer on the next episode. But tell us what kind of music you do, Ryan.
I do folk music, Canadian folk music
Nice.
specifically. I know. So then that begs the question, what is Canadian folk music, right?
Indeed, I'm just picturing the bacon.
Sure, yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's folk music that's very nice to each other, and I'm just kidding. Think of, that was interesting, thank you. So think of any song. Bare Naked Ladies, are you familiar with the band?
The name, not the music.
Right. So anytime you hear Canadian folk music, what you hear is a lot of words compacted in a very tight space. So it
Kind of like
tends
mariachi almost.
tends to be very verbose. But other than that, it's the same. Talking about love, life, everything in between, and so forth.
Awesome. So what does that sound like exactly? Is it similar to anything we already know, or is it its own thing?
That is a really good question. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to answer that question in just a couple minutes here.
That's true. We probably can't answer that with words alone.
Right. Let's not do a spoiler here.
That's
Jeez.
true. But what made you want to be in this genre is a better question.
That is an excellent question. So many moons ago, when I was working on my master's, I got involved in a band, and we needed a singer. So we found a new singer. The guy happened to be Canadian. Amazing singer, great guy, but he brought with him all of his music that none of us had ever heard before. So he would play it and sing, and we were just standing there with our jaws dropped in awe, saying, "Wow, this is amazing!" And so that's probably the strongest influence. Not so much him, although his music's great, but the bands that he introduced us to, and. So I mix that in a lot. You know, I write a lot of my own music. I'll play my friends' songs. I'll play some covers here and there. Really, it's just whatever I can make work with my guitar.
No, for sure. I think that covers are a great way to start. Like even if you don't write your music, because imitation is really the best teacher. No matter what kind of art it is, to be perfectly honest. But who would you say are like your Canadian influences?
Canadian
influences.
Definitely Captain Tractor is the big one.
I don't know who that is, but I'm going to find out by the end of the night. I bet. I promise you.
Absolutely amazing. They've been around for a while, and every album they put out is absolutely solid. Now my 17th birthday, or not 17th birthday. It was my birthday one year. I had to work. I traveled quite a bit for work, but I had to go work in Canada, and it was on my birthday in November, and super cold in Edmonton, -5 degrees, and that was a warm November for them at that point. But
that's warm, apparently.
Right. But I looked it up, and I saw that Chris, one of the singers from Captain Tractor, he was hosting an open mic in the town that I was in. So I went and met up with him, got to hang out with him, borrowed his guitar, and played some of their cover songs. So it was a really awesome experience for me.
Nice.
So.
Well, speaking of albums, do you have any EPs of your own?
Let's see. I just re-released my 6th album. I have I have 6 albums. Most of them are just instrumental, mostly piano. That's what I've been playing forever. And then this newest one called "Never Lived in L.A." Because I haven't. So
I'm glad this album doesn't lie.
Right, exactly. So that one is available on iTunes and Amazon Music and all that fun stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yes, just re-released that one, and that has a wonderful mix of this Irish-Canadian folk music.
I like it.
Yes.
And are there like physical copies of the album for like old schoolers like me that would rather be like, I want the booklet and the case, I want it all?
Sure. This is the first album that I released just as digital copies.
Nice.
And it's worked really, really well. I was able to do a lot more in the production of the album because I didn't have to pay for the actual CDs, discs, vinyls, whatever.
Yeah.
I made it a rule since my first album to always pay for the next album with the proceeds from the previous one.
I see.
So I'm not going out of pocket anymore. So this worked well. As I said, it allowed me to do a lot more.
Savvy indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any shows coming up?
I don't. I've actually I actually put my music down for a while, and I'm just started to come back to the world. You know, re-release the album, and I'm ready to start playing. But I don't even know the venues around here that cater to folk music. I toured in Georgia, Canada, Kansas. The places that I know are not Fresno, so I'm looking to get out there. So for your home concert or your coffee shop or your venue, you want some wonderful Canadian folk music, something better, give me a call.
Oh, you should perform at Mia Cuppa Cafe down the street. That would be a good one for sure.
And I did, back when it used to be Review, I'd done quite a few shows there, and we'd always pack out the place, have a great time. I'd often bring in a lot of new singers just to give them a little start and a little exposure. So it was always a fun experience there, but I need to figure out who I talk to over there.
Oh yeah, because there are new owners now for sure, but it's pretty much the same. It's pretty seamless. I almost don't really notice any difference between when it was Review. Yeah, it's kind of the same, to be perfectly honest. It looks the same, everything tastes and smells the same, except that they have new tea, which is better tea, because you get a big ass tea like this for like $2 or $3. So I live for that.
I do love my tea. So.
For real. So, what are you going to be playing for us tonight?
Tonight, I'm going to play one of my friends, the Canadian singer that I mentioned, one of his songs that rocks pretty hard, which is on the album, and then an original of mine that won me this wonderful songwriting award in Duluth, in Georgia. So very proud of that one.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, you're going to hear the sounds of Ryan M. Barnes right here on the Fresno Music Sampler.
Excellent.
Question in all innocence again. Told you that I loved you and I hope you feel the same. Your silence must have frightened me and I filled my heart with pain. The words you spoke will change us, we can never be the same. Oh, 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 oh. We'll make it through this moment, can we make it through the day? We'll bring us both together, or will it tear us away from each other? Life gets so confusing, I just had to run away. Distance has its changes, there were more if I should say. The thoughts of you were biting, and my mind has gone astray. So many things to tell you, but none which I could say. Make it through the day, will it bring us both together, or will it tear us away from each other? Oh, how we doing so far?